I just got this Fozzy Audio LC30 set of meters for my rack system, and it's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. And I can't wait to get this thing hooked up. However, if you know anything about this LC30, you'll know that 100% of all the connections are speaker wire connections. So that means I'm going to need some more speaker wire. As you may have seen in previous videos, I often use these speaker wires here, which I made a long time ago. I got a spool of this FT4 rated speaker wires a long time ago on some sort of crazy blowout sale. Super cheap. I don't know how long the spool was, but I got a whole lot of this wire, and it's lovely. And I use it everywhere around my house. And I've been terminating them with banana plugs for, well, ever since I started getting them. And I've learned that, particularly when you're making a lot of speaker wire connections, that banana plugs are definitely the way to go. They're a little bit more money. Well, a little bit more money. I suppose they're a lot more money when you're comparing them to not using anything at all, because free is always cheaper. But these are not expensive at all. And I've been using these Foss Power. I don't know if they're at all related to the Fozzy Audio. You know, the name Foss Power, Fozzy Audio. Maybe there's some relationship there. But I got them on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below so you can get a set of your own. They're cheap, and I find that I always, as you know, have a lot of this speaker wire at the ready, and I always have a package of these Foss Power banana plugs at the ready. And I want to show you how I put these banana plugs on here and how I made them look pretty. One advantage to making them look pretty is you also make them safe, because we're covering up all the metal. That's one of the reasons why I don't like using bare wire. Even if it wasn't a complicated setup like this with multiple speaker wire connections, I just bare wire, inevitably you're going to have a strand or 5 straying out, and it's just a short circuit risk I don't want to take. I don't want to blow up my amplifier or blow up my speakers by having a short circuit. Plus, most often when I'm connecting these, it's in a rack, so I'm almost always laying on my back trying to connect my audio gear. So having something with banana plugs just makes everything so much faster, easier, more attractive, more appealing, and a bajillion times safer, because you don't have exposed metal here that's inviting a short circuit. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this look like this. So here is just a couple of strands of that same speaker wire that I originally got off the same spool of wire that I used earlier. However, I've used this in another system. So I've taken this from another system that I was using without banana plugs, and I'm gonna put banana plugs on there. And as I sit here and talk with you about what I'm about to do, I'm not entirely sure if I should use each strand as one pair. As you see here, I got a positive, a negative terminal, but this is a 4-conductor wire. Inside, I've got more to show you the original. Well, I cheated on when I made these, as I doubled them up. I actually used 2 conductors per connector. And I don't think I want to do that here. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I am going to use all 4 conductors and make this a 1 amp, 1 wire connection. So let's get started. Obviously, I need to expose the wire. So I'm going to cut the outer jacket. Of course, a lot of these wires, including this one, do include a rip cord down the length of the wire. And the benefit of the rip cord is if you pull on that rip cord, it'll cut this outer jacket quite easily. You'll hurt your fingers. The rip cord will often cut into your fingers as you're pulling it. It does cut the outer jacket really quite well. There's your rip cord right there. If I pull this, it's cutting that outer jacket really easily. And I can keep going down the whole length. And I want to go a little bit further. Yeah, that's probably plenty. That's plenty. So let's cut that off. Oh, you know what I need? You know what I don't have with me here on my desk right now is, here, I'm going to cut that ripcord. And I'm going to make the other end the same kind of length so it matches. So I'm going, you know, I'm going to start at the end and try and grab that ripcord. Let's find that ripcord. There it is. That's beautiful. And we're going to rip this to be similar length, which is to my fingers. There we go. Of course, there's so little of this ripcord to grab. Okay. And that's why it tears into your hand. There we go. It might be helpful to, oh, good God, that cuts into your hand. Okay, let's triple check the length. And that's about even lengths. So by pulling this jacket back as far as I'm going, it's exposing all 4 conductors. Previously, where I was using this in the last system, I was just using 2 of the conductors. And I was thinking about doing the same for today's video, but I changed my mind. Okay, so now we got all 4 conductors exposed. We're going to make, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them different lengths. Partly because they are already different lengths. I think that'll work because I'm going to have, you know, a high pair and I'm going to have a low pair. That might be a little bit too long. That's right. Okay. So we're going to clean this up. As you see, this is one of the reasons why you don't want to use bare wire, because inevitably when you jam them into your speaker connector, it's going to get all rat's nested like that. And you are absolutely inviting a short circuit when you do that. So let's make it look pretty. There we go. Let's get some of these Foss power connectors ready. So here is where it's at. Now there's a number of different brands of banana plugs available on Amazon or elsewhere. But I've been using these Foss power, and every time I run out of them, I buy more Foss power. I like them. They're very usable. And in every case, as you see here, I have used the outer jacket, the outer ring, this part. But today, I don't think I'm going to do that with this project. I'm going to use it without the outer jacket because as you know, or as you may have figured out, we're going to do some heat shrink tubing to cover these up, whether I use the outer jacket or not. The outer jacket's metal and it's prone to short circuit too if some other metal came into contact with 2 or more of these at the same time. So I would cover these up in heat shrink tubing anyway, but I don't think I'm going to use the outer jacket today. I'm just going to use the inner piece. That way, it's less bulk when I have, I don't know, what is that, 16 banana plugs on the back here. My big fat stubby fingers might struggle to grab them. There's going to be less space. But so by using them without the outer jacket, they're thinner, easier to grab. Oh, that is a firm, good golly, that's a firm positive connection. It's thinner and easier to grab. So that's why I'm not going to use the outer jacket. And I got that idea from these Hand-Linty speaker cables. I bought a set of these Hand-Linty speaker cables from Amazon. And that's exactly what they did as well, is they didn't put the outer jacket on their banana plugs. And that allows for a very easy, very clean, zero exposed metal, so zero chance of short circuit. And I just love how clean and how grabbable that is for my fat fingers. So I'm going to do that with today's system. Is I am going to heat shrink tube without using the outer jacket. For what it's worth, these Hand-Linty speaker cables, which is 99% pure oxygen-free copper, I'm going to give one of my viewers a pair of these Hand-Linty speaker cables, and I'm going to have Amazon send them directly to you. All you got to do in order to qualify to get a pair of these Hand-Linty speaker cables for free from me is subscribe to the channel and comment on any of my videos. I'm going to randomly select a comment from a randomly selected video on my channel, and that commenter is going to receive a free pair of Hand-Linty speaker cables. Technically speaking, for legality reasons, I'm not calling this a contest. This isn't a contest. This is just a free giveaway. I am giving away a pair of free Hand-Linty speaker cables. Not these ones here. These ones are mine. You're not getting my Hand-Linty speaker cables, but I'm going to send you a set directly from Amazon. So subscribe to the channel, comment on any or all of my previous videos, and one of those random comments from one of those random videos will be selected, and I'm going to send you a pair of speaker cables. And don't stop there, because even when I'm going to do this, by the way, I'm going to do this when my channel hits 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting there quickly. Thank you to you, my viewers. I'm getting very quickly to 1,000 subscribers, and when I do, that's when I'm going to give a pair of these Hand-Linty speaker cables away. But I'm not going to stop with that giveaway. There's more giveaways coming, so stay subscribed, stay connected, and stay viewing and commenting on my videos, and that may very well get you another surprise free gift at some point in the future. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay. So now we are going to make sure that these are the same length. That is, there we go. There. So we've got two pairs coming out of the one cable, and we are going. You know what I need? I'm going to pause the video right here, right now, because I need to get my jeweler's screwdriver, which I don't have with me. I have them upstairs. So I'll be right back. Okay, and then I've got my, for years and years I have stripped wire just using cutters like this, and they work, but these, actual true real wire cutters are so much more effective, just easier, cleaner. Dare I propose you make a habit of always using proper wire cutters. It's just so much cleaner, faster, easier, less damage. You're not actually damaging any of the strands inside. Like, it's just clean. It's just really clean using the right tool. Highly recommend it. Okay. Now I'll grab my little jeweler's screwdriver. And I'm going to unscrew. These have little set screws. And you just loosen those set screws. Inevitably, when you do this many times, and today I'm going to end up doing this many times, you're going to pull one of these set screws out just too far and it'll fall. And they're tiny and you'll lose them. And that opens up the hole down the center, and we just jam and cram. And this is why you put banana plugs on, because inevitably when you stick bare wire into something, you're going to get frays. So this is fray free. And I'm going to want to drive these two set screws in, but you always want to start at the top, the furthest away from you because that will pull the wire in. If you start tightening on the bottom set screw, it'll actually pull the wire out, if that makes any sense at all. So we're going to set this top screw nice and snug, but not tight. Tight, but not overly tight. Okay, so now we'll switch to the other side and set that down nice and snug. And that's not going anywhere. And then we're going to cover that up with some shrink tubing in a moment. Let's do, oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. The other banana plug, the partner to this. And I'll loosen these set screws. Get yourself a nice set of jeweler's screwdrivers like these. Come in handy for so many uses. As you can see, this is something anyone can do. All right, so now we get all, oh, see, I want to twist these wires just so all the strands go inside and I don't get a loose strand. There we go. And we're going to set that top screw first. Nice and snug, tight but not too tight. And then the bottom set screw. Oh, that's beautiful. So we got one pair there. Now we're going to do the shorter pair. I like the idea of making one set shorter as well because it helps you identify which pair goes with which pair, because I'm also going to change the colors soon. As soon as I add shrink tubing to this, the colors of these wires are going to change. So the short pair goes together and the long pair goes together. So that I like that, making one pair longer than the other in this case. And then we're going to heat shrink tube these. And the benefit of the heat shrink tube is you prevent short circuits. You're covering up the metal pieces. Okay, so we'll do the red here. We'll twist those together so they all tuck in nice and pretty. We'll set the top screw snug and tight, but not too tight. And then we'll set the bottom. Oh, I should probably wear my glasses for something like this. Okay. So in this case, I'm hitting a bit of the outer jacket. The outer jacket is underneath that screw. So this screw, set screw, I could either remove more jacket or just add more pressure so that set screw sits flush. It's not quite flush. Some of that jacket's in the way. There, now it's not, now it's flush. Okay, and we'll do this green wire, this last wire. And I'm going to do 16 of these today. I won't waste your time doing all 16 on camera, just these first 4. And then I'll show you the end results when we get to the end. Well, I guess I'm not doing 16 because I have those hand linty. Those hand linties are going to come. Those hand linties are going to come in handy. And they can come in handy for you too if I end up sending you a pair of those wires for free. There we go. Set that top screw. The connection, the positive connection that these make compared to bare wire is unmatchable. There's no, there we go. No comparison. All right, so now we're going to heat shrink tube these together. I have one of these packages is open, was open, which, oh, I taped the package closed earlier. What color code combination do we want today? Come on now. Yellow, white, blue, black, red. How do these match for length? Is that too? That might be too thick, too fat. I have more heat shrink tube here. Is this too skinny? Let's hope this fits over top. Nice and pretty like. That would be fantastic if this smaller tube. Damn it, it doesn't. Damn it, it doesn't. The head is just a bit too fat. You know what I think I might do though? Damn it. White and black, white and black. Damn it, I have to remove my, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pair up a skinny heat shrink tube with a fat heat shrink tube. The fat one will fit. Oh, all right, sorry, this video has already gone way longer than I thought it would or should. But my camera ran out of storage, so there's some pieces missing, and I just want to get us caught up as to what we did here. I used some heat shrink tubing to cover up the wires, so now we have color matched wires, and I shrunk them down, and I'm going to do that again for this side, and in editing what we missed here, I'll repeat here, but I won't show you twice. But I was saying, back in the day when I first started making speaker wires like this for the first time was as a young man working at Unruh's Audio Video Store in Chilliwack, British Columbia. If you've ever been there, comment in the comment section below and remind me how awesome that place was and some of the wicked awesome brands and gear that we had at that store. But back then, when we were rebuilding our sound room, we had speaker wire coming out of the wall for our demo room, so we could quickly and easily switch out speakers. And so what we did to make that work is as a speaker wire would dangle out of a hole in the wall, we would just pull it out for as long as we need. We'd plug in whatever pair of speakers we were demoing, and then we'd push them back into the wall. And we always had this stopper here. It was extra fat right here. This is not really that fat at all, but I had a nice big fat collar to prevent that wire from falling back into the wall. That collar would hit that hole, would be bigger than the hole, and that way we wouldn't lose the speaker wire into the wall. And it worked wonderfully. And ever since then, in the thousands of times I've built speaker wires, I've put that same collar on every pair of speaker wire I ever built. I think, well, I don't know why I do it. Of course, it helps prevent having the wire tear if you put strain on it. But it's just something I did the very first time I built speaker wire, and I've been doing it ever since. And we're going to do that here for this set as well. And let's say we're going with blue. We're going to go with blue today. I think that fat collar adds to the look. It helps clean things up. I just like to try and be as accurate as possible to drive over the same, not wander from my path here, so it's nice and clean and tidy and pretty. Now, of course, these aren't passing through a wall. One pro tip when you're laying down electrical tape, make the last stretch not stretched. Usually you pull, that's one of the benefits of electrical tape is it's got a lot of stretch to it, which means you can really wrap things tightly. But just for the sake of cosmetics, make the last bit not stretched. Just let it lay on its own. That way it'll be prettier longer. I think that's gorgeous. All right, now we're going to match up and cover these ends. And I'm going to do this as deeply as needed. We're going to cover the white with white and the black with black. And I'm gonna guess we're gonna make them all this long. So in this case, I need 2 that long. There we go. Let's make 6. Hey, let's make 8 because I'm gonna need 8 before this day is over. I'm gonna make them all the same length. I'm going to lose some waste on the end here. It'd be nice if that was long enough to use again. I don't know if I have 8 there. Okay, and now I'm going to use this as a gauge to how deep this should be. For instance, when I jam this in there like so, I want all of that metal covered. So this is just telling me how deep I have to go. So now I know how deep I have to go in order to make that all covered so that there is no metal. And I'm going to do this one at a time because these are much looser and I don't want them falling. Let's double confirm how deep that should be. Okay, right there. Now I know. Pretty obvious. Watch. This is such a satisfying process to watch this shrink. Just keep your fingers out of the way. And we'll spin this over. Oh, it's so pretty. So beautiful, so clean, so grabbable. And, of course, this is still going to be lava hot right now. When you jab this into your binding post, that's going to be hot. There is no metal exposed whatsoever. So this is where you get the clean look, the easy grab, the easy on-off, and you're radically improving your safety. You're not going to blow things due to loose wires, even exposed metal. Oh, that's plenty warm. Okay, I'm going to do a lot more of this right here, right now. Oh, it's so satisfying to see that shrink. It's like jumping into a cold pool, if you know what I'm saying. Because it shrinks. There we go. Oh, it's just so satisfying. All right, I'm going to cut some black to be the same length. So this is all pretty and matching. I'm using the same one over and over. Oh no, I'm using the same one over and over, so my sizing is consistent. Because if you were to make a cut like this and maybe your cuts are just a little bit bigger than the last one, if you use your new cut as your new gauge, it's going to get longer and longer and longer every time. Okay, let's do the black ends. We are almost done this set, aren't we? I should get a close-up of this process in action because damn is that satisfying. Okay, because my camera keeps filling up with memory, and I just deleted a bunch of old footage, so we're probably good from now on. I'm going to film this part again, but I won't double up. So bear with me. We're just going to film the same procedure again. We're going to make this end look as pretty as the first end. Of course, red is white. And green is black, right? There we go. Now we're going to shrink this all together. Oh, mama, that gets hot. Okay, and we're going to collar this just like the last one. And when I make my second set of wires like this, I'm going to make the collar green so I know which is which. That is hot. I don't know what's... This electrical tape is really soft right now because of the heat coming from those wires after being in the heat gun like that. I just like this collar. This collar, I don't know. Maybe it's just the nostalgia from my childhood working in that stereo shop, just the memories. But I have always liked this collar. I think it is a good look. And again, don't pull tight on the end as you approach the end. Just have that under its natural tension, and it just looks cleaner for longer. Oh, I made this a little bit fatter. Nothing wrong with being fat. There we go. So I got 2 black ends, 2 white ends, and we're going to heat shrink 2 of these in place one at a time. Oh boy, that's lava coming out of there. Slow and steady wins the race. As you saw last time, I got a little bit too close, a little bit too fast. I was trying to heat it, shrink it faster than it wanted to, and it started to melt. This one turned out beautifully. We'll do that to the black matching one. Nice and slow. Not too close is the trick to slowing this down. You get too close. That's lava. It's absolute lava coming out of there. Oh, that's pretty. It's so satisfying. All right, we'll do the white one, the short. The short white one. Then we'll finish with the short black one. Oh, mother, that really is not a... I do not recommend you do that. That is a... I'm going to have to bleep part of that out if you know what I'm saying. I might not have been a gentleman in the heat of the moment there. Honestly, tell me, these are still lava hot, but tell me how beautiful and functional and safe and clean and lovely that is. It's just lovely. Now I'm going to make one more set to match, but I think I'm going to color that in green just so I can differentiate between the two. Stick around. Stick around. There's more, if you can believe it. There we have it. All done. 2 sets of speaker wires terminated with banana plugs and heat shrink tubing. I don't know, what is that, 16 different ends, and I think they look glorious. And let's take a close look at how well this will work in the back of this amplifier. It's not an amplifier, the LC30 switcher. Those are snug, and that's one of the benefits of a system like this is it's such a positive connection. Okay, and then like this, we got some more of that same action. You know, when you're dealing with a piece like the LC30 and everything is a speaker wire connection, you want them clean. And there is nothing. Look how clean and tidy that is. And again, no exposed wire, no exposed metal. Everything's clear, everything's obvious, everything's safe. I'm really glad I took the time to do this the right way. And remember, if you subscribe to the channel and comment on any of the videos, I will be sending one of my commenters a set of Henlinti speaker cables already pre-terminated with banana plugs and shrink tubing, which was the inspiration for me to do this way, because of course these Henlintis didn't have this extra fat collar, and I like it. I absolutely like it. So I'll be sending one of my viewers a set of Henlinti speaker cables for free, as a free gift. This is not a contest. I'm simply sending one of my commenters, one of my subscribers, a free set of Henlinti speaker cables. I'm picking a comment on a random video, picking a random comment, and I'll be sending a set of Henlinti speaker cables direct from Amazon direct to that commenter. And this, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is coming pretty quick, thanks to you, the viewers. And if you want more giveaways like this, I do plan to do many more giveaways like this in the future. So stay subscribed, stay connected, stay commenting on this channel and the videos, and who knows what free giveaway there will be next. If you want to see the LC30 in action, which I think is a ridiculously gorgeous piece that just oozes vintage cool, I'll be filming that video later today and will be up on the channel very soon. So I'll put a link right here. I won't publish this speaker cable video till I publish this LC30 video. So I'll link that video right here. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel by clicking here, and that'll help the channel grow even faster. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your time. Thanks for sticking with this video, and we'll see you in the next one.